Here the Watchmen presents The Future of America with Mike Kerr. Isaiah 21:6 says, "For thus the Lord said unto me, Go, set a watchman, let him declare what he sees." Today, Mike Kerr and his fellow watchmen discuss current events through a biblical lens and how these events affect us, the future of America, and the world we live in.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Mike Kerr, and this is The Future of America, the evening news, where we talk about the headlines today and wrap them up in about 8 minutes or less with the truth. Today, the White House is at war. No doubt everything else going on in the country, the White House is at war. It seems that Kamala Harris, our vice president, is upset with the fact that she was relegated to handle the border crisis. She wants more to handle. She did such a great job with that. It's a reasonable request, don't you think? But she and Biden are posing and making kind of fake, touchy, everything's good kind of signs, when in fact, if you read between the lines, the two of them are at each other's throat. And Nancy Pelosi is introducing more legislation to divide the parties, and she's not being looked at very favorably right now. As a matter of fact, the GOP is at a 40-year high in approval ratings moving into the midterm elections this year. That goes to show you how happy we are with what's going on in the White House. Now, let's just take a look for a second at the Rittenhouse trial. Okay, it went to closing arguments today, and the country is poised for an outbreak of violence. You know, I did a show today with Patrick McCurdy, a sergeant with the Seattle Sheriff's Department. You need to check it out. It's on our YouTube channel. He talks about the breakdown, what's going to happen, where he sees things going. You need to watch that video. It's called "He Carries a Gun and a Bible." I think you'll enjoy it. But we look at the Rittenhouse trial today, and we see that the prosecutor falsely claimed, and I want you to really digest this, you lose the right to self-defense when you're the one who brought a gun. What planet is this guy from? I mean, they had a prosecution witness that they bought. They basically let this guy off on a bunch of charges so he would come and testify. And he said, "I pointed the gun at Kyle Rittenhouse and he shot me." Am I mistaken there? I mean, did I miss something? You point a gun at me, you can expect to get shot back at. That's just the way it is. So this is an example of where we're going in the courts of America. Thank God we have a judge who's standing up. He threw out the charges against Rittenhouse for possession of a firearm by a minor today. And I think that's just going to start the whole thing unraveling. But do check out that video I mentioned earlier, because it'll give you some insight as to what's going to happen when this all comes down. Now let's go back to the lovely Mr. Biden. His vaccine mandate that he is pushing on companies, Newsmax reported today that mandate for businesses turns employers and employees into government informers. What they're asking is they're asking us to turn upon one another and turn each other in for different things. And where does that stop? That is the question with all of this. Where does that stop? Let's move to California. California gas prices and gas prices across the country are surging. And what's being done about it? Biden is further restricting oil production on US soil. Do you get that? I don't. I can't figure it out. And in California, Newsom is speechless for once. He's not saying a word about it. Inflation's soaring. Price of gold continues to go up. which is the best hedge against inflation for most people and institutional traders. It's insane that the White House and our government leaders don't want to address this serious situation that we have with inflation in the United States. It boggles the mind as to what they think they're going to do and how they expect us to move forward. Now, another report came out today from academia, which, hasn't had much to say on target for anything for quite a while. But today there's a report that came out as to, would the United States survive a civil war? It's a scary question, folks. The nation has seen, and this is a quote, the nation has seen all the notable horsemen of the apocalypse that historically herald strife and revolution. And taken together, they represent a truly serious threat to the current order. Do you think? I mean, look at the signs are here. We all see them, the end times, rumors of war, wars. You see what's going on with Russia right now. It's all here. It's all happening. And you need to stay informed and you need to stay in tune with what's really happening today. You look at the Democratic Party. The Democratic Party, one of their breakout leaders is this guy, but whatever he calls himself, who's the head of transportation. They are looking at him, who, I don't know if he's mom or dad in that family, but they're looking at him to pick up the pieces. They look to him over Biden. No one in his own party wants to see Joe Biden run again for president. We certainly don't. We know who we want to see run for president. Yesterday, I did a commentary, a Sunday commentary, which I may or may not continue to do. It didn't get a lot of views, so you guys let me know if I should continue doing this stuff or not. But I gotta say, it really breaks down what a liberal is. And that's the question. What is a liberal and what have they done to our country? It's pretty darn obvious, isn't it? We have shelves in grocery stores bare. We have gas prices higher than they've ever been. And do you know what they want Joe Biden to do now? What the party wants him to do? They want him to mandate again that all domestic air travelers must have a passport. And you know what kind of passport I'm talking about. Or they have to have a test, a negative test there at the airport before they get on a plane to be able to fly domestically. And they're heralding the president's success with what he did to international travelers. It's a sad day, America. Gas prices are up, but I suggest you get ready to drive wherever you want to go. Well, look, that's going to wrap it up today, Monday, November 15th. Oh, and it is the 15th. For most of the country, those that are employed, it's a payday. Sadly, though, that paycheck won't be getting you as much as it used to. And you can thank Joe Biden for that. So listen, we'll see you tomorrow on another edition of the Evening News at 8. God bless each and every one of you. Until then. We're up here in the mountains of Idaho. We're just out enjoying God's gifts to all of us today. And I want to encourage you to get out to Grapevine, Texas and join us. We're doing a Hear the Watchmen conference there, March 17th through the 21st at the Hilton Hotel. It's a wonderful opportunity for you to get enriched in what it is that God has to offer you. You'll hear speakers like Pastor Paul Bagley, Derek Gilbert, and others talk about what it means to know moving forward, biblically and practically, what you need to do. Jamie Walden will be there, and he will be off the hook teaching you what to do to prepare for the times ahead. So go over to hearthewatchmenmen.com. Get busy, get your reservation now. Group hotel rates will be out next week. You don't want to miss this one. Hear the Watchmen, www.hearthewatchmenmen.com. We'll see you in Grapevine, Texas. God bless each and every one of you.
To support the work of Hear the Watchmen, find a way to get involved, or learn more about upcoming events, visit our website at www.hearthewatchmenmen.com. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Hear the Watchman Journey, and be sure to share our content on your social media. God bless you, and thanks for your prayers and support. And until next time, go be a watchman on the wall and declare all that God has shown you.